go to Brad's thing today and any other blog and talk about how streetcars perform in the snow. And he's always on it like that. And I'm telling you, information, I found out the more information you get out to people in this, you can generally convince them about any kind of rail. It's basically you get 5 minutes with someone and they're reasonable, you can probably convince them. And Brad continues to this day to do this. To give you some perspective, you said it's intergenerational. It's true. My counterpart in Austin, Texas, started working on rail in 1971. They're about ready to open their first rail line. So by Texas standards, we're moving at warp speed here. This is going to, I mean, it takes a long time. Around, I see all these young faces, and that's really what it takes. Here's what's going on nationally and locally. On the high-speed rail, which really, frankly, isn't high speed, it's higher speeds than we have now, but it will get to high speed. The debate you're going to see roll out nationally is, do we put all our money, do the feds put all their $8 billion into the cities that have robust passenger rail networks and really start working towards high-speed rail like they have in France and Japan and soon in China, you know, the 200-mile-an-hour kind of stuff. Those cities, Chicago, the Northeast Corridor, and Los Angeles, which already have that. Do we put all our money into really a demonstration project for the United States, or do we spread it around all over the country? In the latter case, Ohio actually has a great chance because we're the largest state in the Union, the most densely populated state in the Union that does not have rail connecting its major cities. So we have sort of some equity in that argument. So that's one thing you're going to see come out of the debate. The next thing I think you should all start following is Eastern Corridor. There's going to be some major discussions about which route that takes, whether it follows the river, which the Sword already owns, or what I think is a better route going up to the university, the hospital, Xavier, and out to the east side. It's actually a shorter route and goes to more people. That debate's going to start to come out here pretty soon. Another thing I think you're all interested in is where should the station be for the 3C rail? Should it be, I think it should be, at Union Terminal. That is our train station. That is one of the 100 most architecturally significant buildings. What has to happen, our friends Parsons Brinkcroft and others are working on it to get a fourth main line coming down through the Mill Creek Valley. It's very complex, so we can actually pulse more trains into there, including trains that are going to Chicago. So that, I think, everyone's going to stand up and account about where that train station goes. And people say, well, Union Terminal isn't downtown. Well, you know, the airport's not downtown. People manage to get there. It's pretty close, okay? So that's one thing. On the streetcar, you all know we are in for a state grant, the announcement of which is imminent. That would be part of the track process. We think we made a really good presentation, and we'll find out about that pretty soon. We are also in for a federal grant. Probably what's going to happen, I understand, is something like 5 to 7 cities in the nation will get streetcar money. Yesterday, Oklahoma City voted its money to build a streetcar. Yesterday. We have, by the National Light Rail Mafia that I kind of talk to and correspond with, our Cincinnati's plan is regarded as one of the top plans in the country. We know where the route, we know where the stops are, we know which lane the street is going in. If you go over to the construction office, you can see they've got a timetable there. I mean, we have good planning, and a couple other cities are in there. Milwaukee has a good plan, West Sacramento, California, but probably 5, 7 cities are going to get the federal money, which could be enough to put us over the top. So that is more like early next year when it's going to happen. But I would really be optimistic. I think that we're probably going to get this done. I think. I mean, I think it's we'll probably have to defend ourselves. We know with our opponents that whatever the plan is, they always want a different plan, right? In 2002, Barry was there, Jim was there. The criticism was, well, you're way too big. This is a regional plan. And, you know, you're trying to do too much at one time. We said, okay, fine. We'll go back. We'll see who voted for it. So we kind of focused on downtown, uptown, and over the Rhine. What was the criticism this time? It's not a regional plan. It's and so whatever it is, we're going to have to come. They will come back again and again, and we're going to have to be there again and again. So that 10,000 person mailing this, I hope it's 15,000 people or 20,000 people, because we're just going to have to outwork them. Meanwhile, go to Brad's CincinnatiStreetcar.com. Is that the URL? Right?
Yep.
Cincinnati Streetcar. It's the best single bit of information you can get that's timely, and just stay in tune with all this because we will be rallying again sometime in the future. And I want to thank, by the way, Bobby and Rob Richardson and Joe for their leadership in this campaign. It was an honor to work with them, and it was just, I think all of us we couldn't do enough. And you guys, you just did a great job. So I want to applaud you.